Hey guys, it's Phil again, Rolling Whispers. I am back after a long hiatus, and yes, I know I look like a woolly mammoth or something like that, but hey, it's cold down here actually. So anyways, I thought that I would finally bring you guys another quiz video, because I know that you seem to enjoy the first one so much. That I figured why not do a second one just to kind of push me back into the realm of doing another ASMR video for y'all. So I have put one together, and that is what follows. So I hope you enjoy. Like it, subscribe, comment, suggest, rant, rave, any and all of these things are acceptable, of course, within reason. If you're totally crazy, well, I don't know, I'll find a soggy french fry to smack you with or something. But other than that, it should be fine. So I hope it helps you relax and hopefully get some tingles out of it as well. Because, who doesn't want to learn about history? So, especially when you've got me to learn it from. Or, well, I'll put the link in the description for the quiz itself so that you can find it online or send it to your buddies or whatever, and then you can all take it. Cool. Alright, so enjoy. Bye. Hello, and welcome back to the testing center. It's time for another history quiz, because I realized that you did so well on the first one, and actually seemed to enjoy it, that you're back for another one. Your professor has assigned another test, or quiz, sorry. Yes, it's another quiz. The test will come later, so we'll use this as a gauge for how well you're doing and what you need to study and whatnot. Alright, now, quit making a racket and take your seat, and we'll get ready. Alright. Now, this quiz is a bit longer than the previous one, simply because there's just more content, and we're going over World War II this time. We've moved up a bit. So, go ahead and take your pen here and fill out your name and the date, and then we can get started, right? Okay. Yes, today is the 24th of November. There you go. Okay, now that we've got that all set, let's go ahead and read the first question. Or let's read the directions first. So this is the World War II 1935 to 1945 quiz. Read each question and select the best possible answer for the choices that are available. So, number 1. Korea invaded Manchuria in which country in 1939? Is it A, Korea, B, China, C, India, or D, Vietnam? Go ahead and take a second to answer that question. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, question number 2. In Africa, Italy invaded which nation in 1935? A, the Congo, B, Algeria, C, South Africa, or D, Ethiopia? Go ahead and think about it. Take your time. Well, think about where Germany is in relevance to Africa and where they may have, and then think about where Italy is in reference to Africa, since this question is asking about Italy, and think what would be close to Italy that they could go invade first. So you're thinking about northern countries, probably. Alright. Let's move on to question 3. In 1936, civil war broke out in Spain when which faction gained control of the government? Was it A, Rome-Berlin Axis, B, Loyalist, C, the Popular Front, or D, the Fascist? Remember, this is in Spain in 1936 after the Civil War broke out over there. So, is it A, Rome-Berlin Axis? No? Okay. Is it B, Loyalist? Not sure. Okay. C, the Popular Front? Or D, the Fascist? Alright, go ahead and decide on that one. Okay, now, moving on to question number 4. Which famous artist painted Guernica, which depicted the horrors of the Spanish Civil War? Was it A, Picasso, B, Dali, C, Rembrandt, or D, Monet? So which artist painted Guernica, which depicted the horrors of the Spanish Civil War? Get that plastic thing to focus. So, A, Picasso, B, Dali, C, Rembrandt, or D, Monet? Okay, moving on to the next question, question 5. The leaders of many influential nations met in which city to try and pacify Hitler in 1938? A, Berlin, B, Paris, C, London, or D, Munich? Met in which city to try and pacify Hitler in 1938? Okay, so what do we think this one is? Well, I don't know. You tell me. You're the one taking the quiz, not me. I'm just here to read the questions for you. Alright? So you're going to have to make that decision on your own. I can't do it for you. It's your quiz. So go ahead. Alright, question 6. In 1939, Germany formed a non-aggression pact with which other power? Was it A, France, B, the Soviet Union, C, Italy, or D, Great Britain? so that's all the questions for the first page. I'm going to go ahead and turn the page and then we'll continue, alright? Okay, so moving on to number 7. Operation Barbarossa was the name given to whose invasion of the Soviet Union? Was it A, Japan's, B, Germany's, C, Italy's, or D, Turkey's? And no, that doesn't mean that turkeys were running around in the Soviet Union. Turkey's a country, just remember that. Yes, it's also a food, but in this case we're not worried about the food. We're worried about the country. So, go ahead and answer the question, okay? Okay, next question. Japan provoked which nation into war by attacking Pearl Harbor in 1941? A, Great Britain, B, France, C, Soviet Union, or D, United States? Remember, at one point, they made a movie about this attack. So, if you can remember the movie, that should help you figure out the answer to the question as far as the country goes. So, give it a shot. Okay, next question. Here we go. What was the name given to Hitler's program of economic exploitation and racial imperialism in areas under German control? Was it A, the Aryan Order, B, the New Order, C, Holocaust, or D, Final Solution? No, we're not playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I'm not asking you if that's your final answer. That's just a response opportunity there if you want to pick D. Okay? Alright. Alright, so. Okay, number 10. Here we go. The Holocaust was aimed at exterminating which group of people? A, Jews, B, Russians, C, Poles or Polish, and D, Christians. So go ahead. Number 11. Which Nazi death camp located in Poland was the largest, with over 1 million killed during the course of World War II? Was it Sobibor, Warsaw, Auschwitz, or Treblinka? If you need to slow down, just go ahead and slow down, or go back to 1. That's fine. Otherwise, we'll keep going, okay? Alright. Tito organize resistance movements against the Nazis in which country? A. France, B. Yugoslavia, C. Poland, or D. Norway? So, Tito, where was he at? Number 13. Which horrific battle between the Germans and the Russians in the Soviet Union marked a turning point in the war? Was it A, the Battle of Berlin, B, the Battle of Moscow, C, the Battle of Stalingrad, or D, the Battle of Berlin? Go ahead and answer that one too. Okay, 14. The D-Day invasion of June 6, 1944, by the Allied forces was aimed at liberating Europe by landing in which nation? A. France, B. Holland, C. Germany, or D. Italy? So, which country did the U.S. not invade, but land in and fight in on D-Day? Okay, that's all the questions for this page. I'm going to move it to the last page, and then we'll keep going with the last few questions. Alright, so hold on. Okay, here comes the next question. The United States dropped the atomic bomb on which nation in 1945 to end World War II? Was it A, Germany, B, Italy, C, Japan, or D, the Soviet Union? So, which country had the atomic bomb dropped on it at the end of the war? Germany, Italy, Japan, or the Soviet Union? Go ahead. Okay, 16. In 1937, Japan invaded China proper, capturing which city that served as the capital of China's nationalist government? Was it A, Shanghai, B, Peking, C, Nanking, or D, Hong Kong? So, which one? "17. Which audacious Prime Minister replaced Chamberlain as leader of Britain in the early days of World War II? Was it A, Roosevelt, B, Churchill, C, Tito, or D, Stalin? Which Prime Minister who was audacious replaced Chamberlain as the leader of Great Britain? A, B, C, or D? You tell me. was a dictator who ruled the Soviet Union during, before, and after the war? Okay. Oh, come on. I know you know this one. It's not that complicated of a question, okay? So, just think about it for a second, and then circle an answer, alright? Okay. Many fighters in areas occupied by Germans formed which types of organizations to frustrate the Nazi war effort? Was it A, resistance organizations, B, co-option, C, cooperation, or D, collaboration? So, which groups did they form to frustrate the Nazi war efforts? Just think about it. Is co-option even a phrase? I don't know. I mean, have you ever heard of that before? Alright, well, that should help make it a little bit easier then. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so, which famous German general commanded the Africa Corps? This is the last question, question 20. Was it A, Himmler, B, Rommel, G, Goebbels, or D, Eisenhower? Right? Which one? Okay. Alright, you think you know it? Alright, we'll go ahead and put it down then. Okay, well, that's the end of the quiz that I've got for you. I will tally all your results and then let you know how you did. And we'll see if you got them right, or if there's anything that you guys that you might need to study a little more before your teacher gets to the test and the test review and whatnot. But I think you probably did pretty good because you're smart. So, alrighty, well, I will see you the next time that you need to come in for a test or a quiz or anything like that. So, have a great day. Bye.